Welcome back to Cairn Creek, guys. In today's episode, we're going to be cleaning out a ditch and we find what might be a treasure of a log. We'll find out later. We have some giveaways in today's episode from the John Deere guys. We're 2 weeks away from Labor Day weekend. We're really going to start hitting it hard in preparations for Labor Day events. Enjoy the show. This stream here leads right through our driveway. It's the only creek crossing that we have in the driveway. I shouldn't say creek because it's dry right now, so that's one of the reasons I'm trying to take advantage of this on this Saturday morning. So the goal is to clean it up so we can maintain it a little bit easier. As it sat, you couldn't mow it. It had a lot of small trees, so the trimmer was hard to operate. Our finished product, we should be able to take the zero turn right up tight and then have minimal trimming to do with the weed whacker. That John Deere excavator made quick work of pulling all the logs and brush out of that creek bank so I could get it with the dozer and I'll push them out of the way. Right here at this moment exactly is when I noticed, hey, something's a little bit different. That's when I noticed that cedar log inside the pile, so I want to get out and investigate a little more before I just shoved it up and tangled it up even more. The truth be told, I have no clue how this cedar tree got in the creek, but I do know from the past 2 years of experience, previous owners had used these creeks as a dump spot for concrete blocks, and they were actually not just dumping them, they were using them to help with washouts and erosion on the banks. You might be wondering what that little pool is at the left-hand side of the screen. That is a marker for a 12-inch natural gas line that travels diagonally across our property. Now, I knew about this gas line when I purchased the property. It does have some restrictions of what we can do around it as far as building and crossing it with driveways, but all in all, it's not a big deal. I gotta level with you, out of all the equipment that we have at our disposal, this machine right here is by far my favorite. It can do some major damage. I mean, this thing can wreak havoc in a quick amount of time. I'd be curious to know how many of you guys have ever ran a bulldozer. I feel so much better about this ditch now, and the goal here was so we could maintain it easier. It was a pretty nasty area, I couldn't mow, had a bunch of old logs in it. Get some grass seed and we'll be able to mow that pretty nice, and you know, coming in the driveway, this is kind of a focal point and it should look pretty nice. But I found a couple treasures. First one would be horseshoe. See, there's hay burners that lived here before, but the real big treasure is this cedar log. Was in that creek. I didn't put it there, so we don't know how rotten it is or how it does, but I'm so excited to have that. cedar is very desirable. Never cut a cedar on a sawmill, so this is going to be exciting to get on the sawmill. So while I'm finding all these treasures, this would be a good time to do a little giveaway. So the John Deere guys, we went and sealed the deal on that 333G compact track loader. The guys from John Deere wanted me to give away a few items. So we have a shirt and a hat. Let's show you those items so we can give them away. All right, so for today's giveaway, like I said, the John Deere guys were gracious enough to give me these to give away. This shirt, I think all we have are large. It's pretty sweet. And the dirty hat now. Cairn Creek dirt on it. I think it's pretty sweet too. I got two of these. I'll probably wear one. And we'll give this one away. So for the giveaway, all you need to do is start a comment. Put a comment on there about today's video or what you'd like to see. That's key, is to give some feedback on what you'd like to see us do in future videos. So comment, we'll pick a random winner, and we'll get these shipped out to you. One winner for both pieces. Cruz and I are gonna go get grass seed for this ditch project and get lunch. Cruz, where would you like to have lunch from?
McDonald's! No. Taco Bell! Taco Bell.
Taco Bell it is.
There's literally 3,000.
Buck, you're spilling it everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Junk equipment.
So, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's like the best one growing right there. You got a little action right there. That is what a baby pine tree looks like. Baby pine, as my dad would say. Tell them what you can get from www.com.
From what?
www.com. Merch.
Merch.
You can get merchandise from www.com.
We don't even have no merch.
Yes, we do. Trust me. Yes, we do, Dad. We have the John Deere merch.
Oh, yeah. One of the next projects we'll be moving into is hooking the bush hog up to this Kubota tractor. But we've had this chisel plow hooked up previously, and it's a pain in the butt, honestly, to hook it and unhook it. So this is a good opportunity, while it's still hooked up, to go ahead and chisel up the motocross tractor. So we're going to double cut this bottom field bush hog wise. Labor Day's still 2 weeks away. But I think it'll look a lot better if we double cut it. We'll cut it now, then a few days before campers start rolling in for Labor Day. Like I said, it'll look a lot better. It'll mulch it up. And then next week we have a reunion out here. So for that reunion, it'll look decent next Saturday. We can most likely get 9% of the fields covered with the Kubota tractor and bush hog. However, there's some steep spots, some spots that's just really hard to get to with the tractor. And this John Deere 333G with this mower on the front makes quick work of those areas. Now you see it, now you kind of don't. Oh man, the heartwood's good, but the sapwood is pretty bad. But we'll take it. We can make something out of this unit. We'll still only be able to get a handful of 1x4s out of this unit, but it's enough to make a small chest of some sort. I've got to fire up the wood miser in the next week, so hopefully we'll be able to slice it up then. After the last episode on Send It Sunday here at Cairn Creek, I had a couple friends that wanted to try their hand at the swamp. Here at Scooter, this is the first successful vehicle through the swamp. And then we had Danny Moore here came out, and he made it through. He went 2 for 2. So the swamp is very, very doable in a vehicle. Just not by poor old Rondo. Thank you all so much for the support of this channel. But that's going to wrap this episode up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for working with us. Cairn Creek, over and out.